is up, y'all? It is me, Tasha C, and welcome to the Tasha C Show, my podcast. Shout out to my podcast fam and my YouTube fam who have been supporting me, whether it's just been listening to one or two, three, four, five, or 20, or all 80 something podcasts I have made. And also shout out to my YouTube fam, like I said, who have been listening / watching my lovely cover art for this podcast. Whether, like I said, the same thing that, whether it's 1, 2, 3, or 4, 20, or in the future, y'all, for the future, for the people who are listening to my podcast, whether it's on YouTube or my podcast platforms that I use, I want to say hugs and love to y'all too. Like the hug and love for the support that I have been receiving, and hugs and love in advance for the people who will be supporting me in the near future. Okay. Also, just to let y'all know, this is a bonus podcast. I always want to say this for the new people. Like I said, I'll be listening. By the way, I encourage, if y'all, y'all got a YouTube, go ahead. I have no problem you being listen to my podcast, and also going right to YouTube so you can subscribe if you haven't already to Tasha C TV YouTube channel. Don't forget the TV part, because like I said, I won't come up in the searches, and if I do, you probably won't barely see me. So, because there's plenty of ladies that have the Tasha C as actually their web channel. YouTube channel. So yeah. So anyways, y'all. If you're for the new people, just to let y'all know, since I use Speaker's lovely, convenient recording studio in order to make these lovely podcasts, you may hear notification beeps and clicks. Well, because it's 2:16 a.m. in the morning, you probably won't hear no damn phone call, nothing like that. Or, like clicks or something, say if I'm going to a website that's coming from my side, not y'all who are listening, whether you're listening on your phones. I've had, maybe some rare cases, a laptop, a PC, or your smart TVs or something like that. Okay. Unless, I don't know, say, if you got me in the aux, you got the aux cord in, and you choose to listen to this, through the phone, connect to y'all car, or something like that, or, I think can Alexa play me? I don't know. But anyway, let's get into why I call this a bonus podcast, which is, like I said, I'm doing a 1-year YouTube 1-year series I just made up called my 366. I had to pause myself because I would say 365 like during almost 3 whole months. Not including that, and not remembering it's a leap year this year. So it's 366 366 days video journey. And what it is, I started October the 8th last year on my birthday, and I plan on doing the last recording pertaining to, this series exactly on my birthday of this year, October the 8th. So, all it is I make a video a day. It could be a podcast, just me just showing my face on YouTube, or, making a live or something like that. Just to make a video about making consistency, and just like also getting more into like learning, because I also not only wanted to do YouTube, I always, for quite some time, years, I always wanted to make a podcast. And on top of that, even when I was a kid, I, recorded on cassette tapes. Y'all don't know what cassette tape. Someone's like, what is cassette tape? It came out for all this lovely convenient stuff where you could just stream and upload. But anyway, even as a kid, I used to kind of occasionally make my own quote radio show. So yeah, yeah, I did a couple, like 3 or 4 recordings and stuff like that, and, just try to make my show, which I might as well mention y'all, it was called the Angel Radio Show. That's exactly what I called it. And it wasn't anything about God or anything at the time, the reason why the Angel, so I just was a kid with my imagination. So, anyways, y'all, we got a whole new week. This is Monday, January the 13th, 2020. I love saying 2020 like that for some reason. Like I said, it's 2:19 a.m. in the morning. I already talked like damn near about 5 minutes. And so, again, we're going to see if I'm going to use all the remaining amount of 40 minutes left or not for these topics. Now, I didn't know the critical choice, but at different times, these award ceremonies, the ones that are like important, like the main ones, Unless you kind of like the BET, then you got the Soul Train Awards is in November. Then you got starting like the movie, the Emmys, Globe and Gore, all this stuff. I forget. Now tonight, last night, there was the Critical Choice Awards in 2020. And the reason why I wanted to include the winners this time, and I may do that for a couple more, like when the Grammys come out, the same thing. I think because I already had the Golden Globes, and I just said, what the heck of it, even though it was pretty much bought. And the host, y'all, Richard, I forgot his last name was, he went in on even Golden Globe, like, they whitewashed and they, basically are racist and going on, or, the predators and every damn thing. He did not care. But it was interesting. The reason why I didn't bring it up is not because I didn't forget or anything about that, about, his speeches roasting everybody. This is the same one, the controversy, when that predator perv, Louis C.K., whatever the hell name it is, a resurfaced video that resurfaced when you had Jerry Seinfeld, Chris Rock, Louis KJ, and Richard. I'm probably saying his name wrong. I could have sworn it's Ricker, Richie, or something like that. And all four of them. And Chris Rock, who used to work, I don't know if he's still cool with Louis CJ, but it's some stuff with him. And Chris Rock was saying he was the coolest ninja, I'm going to say ninja, in the world. And I'm going to say nigga. Then all of a sudden, you got Louis CJ saying nigga. And then he up here flat out said it. Jerry Seinfeld was on cover like, I don't think this should be used. I think even said something like, what the hell? And they laughed at. Then you got Richard up there laughing at this shit. The same person, like I said, was going off with everybody at Oxford. Not to say people can't change their ways, but these are grown ass men, that were up there talking this stuff. Ain't like no grown ass kid. I'm not to say grown ass kid or some kids or even your 20. You know what I'm saying? They were grown when this happened, even though it's been about 8-something years since this occurred. This video had resurfaced, like I said, the end of last year. And then you got Richard. He even says the N-word. And like I said, Jerry Seinfeld was so uncomfortable. Chris Rock just was laughing. I was just like shaking my damn head. And I'm like, really, Chris Rock? Okay, whatever. So anyway, back to that. I'm just going to talk about the winners this time because and not talk about the nominees, because that ran up my whole show. Not to say I couldn't do that, but if I put on doing the nominees like that again, when I sit there in the future and get a bigger broadcasting plan, because a bigger planned slot for time, as far as since I use Speaker to distribute my podcasts and stuff. Then I go for that. But see, like I said, the way I talk and stuff with certain things, 45 minutes is like 15 minutes for me, because I be want most of the time. Okay, so I'm not going to go through all the people, because they damn near have about 9 damn nominees and stuff. Okay, for their categories, not like, 4 or 5 in some categories and stuff like that. The usual amount, they got like damn near about everybody. Okay, this for film, we're going to start with the film, because like I said, it's another one that's focused on TV and film and stuff. Now for film, okay, wait a minute, did the Oscars already come? Well, I might do that too, I don't know. Okay, film. Winner is, okay, because they got it under here. Okay, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Did anybody see that? I know this seems like that's one of the main movies that came out and they say like it's good, but some movies or some films or whatever, or how some people over exaggerate certain things. So I don't know if it's good, like good, or just critics claim it's good. But how y'all, some of us that be finding some of these movies that are good are the ones that are underrated and don't be in these nowhere in these categories. But anyways, okay, Best Actor, Joaquin Phoenix, Joker winner. I know that's a dark ass action movie. I don't know if I want to see that or not. Best Actress, Renee Zellweger, Judy was winner. Now that's, like I said, she won an award, I think, too, for the Golden Globes, too. Like I said, that must have been a slept-on movie. Okay. Best Supporting Actor, Brad Pitt, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood again. Okay. Get your awards. Was it also Leonardo DiCaprio in there? What? Why? Okay, never mind. I'm just noticing like they got his name in there, but I'm like Leonardo DiCaprio, he's in there too. Best supporting actress Laura Dern, Marriage Story. Best young actress Roman Griffin Davis, Jojo Rabbit. That's the winner. It's actually another. It's two other people in here for the same damn nominee. I'm not going through all of them, but it's Tommy McKenzie, Jojo Rabbit, and Archie Yates, Jojo Rabbit. So three of the young actor or actresses played. No, they're in the same category. But like I said, a satire about World War III, about Hitler. I can't. I can't. Okay. Best acting ensemble. The Irishman was the winner. Best director. Now that's a tie. Now this is interesting. Bong Joon-ho, Parasite was one of the winners. San Mendes, 1917. What is that movie about? It's also the winner. So I don't know if they share the award. I don't know if they both get award, but that's interesting that they allow ties. But okay, that's good. Okay, best original screenplay. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Quentin Tarantino winner. I know that's kind of like, I know it's got probably a bunch of blood in it and something like that, because I think isn't that supposed to be like a fictional story about the Manson story? I'll leave it as that. Charles Manson's story, like it's a false story that eventually plays in that. Best adapted screenplay is Little Women. Greta Gerwig. I don't know. It's based. I never read Little Women. I wasn't a certain English classes when I was in high school had that, but we didn't read Little Women. So I wonder, is it based on that story, the original one? Okay. I wonder what the two posters about. I keep seeing that pop up as nominated, but I don't know if it won awards yet. Okay, I ain't to film like that. Best cinematography. 1917, Roger Deakey, Durkee or something. Okay. Best production design. I already told y'all in advance, y'all. If y'all don't know, I be slashing words like Jason and pronunciation and stuff, and that means I be killing pronunciation, y'all. Okay. Best production design. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Barbara Ling and Nancy Haig are the winners. Okay. Best editing. 1917, Lee Smith. Okay, the winner for Best Costume Design is Dolomite is my name, Ruth E. Carter. Okay, one win for Dolomite is my name. I already looked at this before I, decided to start recording, so I'm happy to see that result. Okay, Best Hair and Makeup for the movie Bombshell, it was the winner. Best Visual Effects, Avengers Endgame is the winner. I still haven't seen that movie. I wanted to watch all the Marvel movies. Of course, not one day, but watch them in sequence. And to that, I already know how the ending or something would be, but still, I didn't want to see that movie without trying to see if I can watch a movie sequence first, in order. Best Animated Feature, Toy Story 4. I still haven't, y'all, seen Toy Story, even Toy Story 2. I, of course, seen Toy Story 1 Classic. And the only way I seen bits and pieces of Toy Story 2, this was how. When it became, it was in 2011, when they were Disney on Ice and see bits and parts of it. And we only seen bits and parts already because on skates. But by that time, when we took our nephew when younger, his sister, his nephew, his sister was adult, but you know what I mean. And one of my sisters and I had went, and we were ready to go. We were was bored. Our nephew, my nephew, little Kitty, didn't seem like he was really into it anyway, except for 2 seconds. And then on top of that, I was in a lot of pain anyway. That's before I had the surgery. So, okay. Anyway, sorry about that rant, but let's continue. So, like I said, but before I continue, I got it. If I feel like it, I'll try to see, the other Toy Stories. Best Action Movie, Avengers Endgame is the winner. Best Comedy, now this was dope. This made me hype. Dolomite is my name is the winner. Yes! They got Jojo Rabbit here. I told y'all, like I said, that damn Jojo Rabbit is a satire about World War II and Hitler and shit. Best Sci-Fi Horror Movie, Us is the winners. Now, That's dope again, because even though people say Us is not as good as Get Out, I knew what Get Out, how the end is going to be, but I still have not watched that movie either. Um, Us was kind of like, I listened to people's reviews. I don't know if I'm going to see the film because some people actually prefer Get Out more than Us, and but still, it's dope. Excuse me, y'all. Y'all know I be yawning, guys. One time I do these damn recordings. um, regardless, but regardless, it's still dope that Us had won for the film. Okay, so best foreign language film is Parasite winner. I've been hearing about the movie Parasite. I read about it. Yeah, I did cheat sheet. That's taking chance because people can just add on what they want to the Wikipedia. So, but I watched that, so I don't know. Say when it comes on to, streaming where you can buy or rent or purchase it, or stream whatever. Would I actually watch it? Because they said it's a good movie, but it's like when I read the ending, y'all read it yourselves. Y'all, if y'all want, get a preview, you know, about how the movie's going to take place and how it ends, then do it yourself. Okay, best song. Gasgal, No Place Like Home, Wild Rose, the winner, that's a tie. They had a tie for this category too. I'm Gonna Love Me Again from the movie Rocky Man, a tie. So like I said again, I don't know how they split. Do they split the awards? I don't know. Okay, best score. I'm not gonna mess up this person's name, but I'm gonna just say Hydor. Last name starts with a G. Joker, winner. Okay, I ain't got time for that. I ain't. Television, Succession is the winner. I think they won stuff at the Globe too. What is Obsession? I said Obsession is Secession. I need to look that up to see. Okay, best actor in a drama. Okay, drama series. Um, Jeremy Strong, Succession. That's pretty interesting. The last name got Strong, and they went for Succession. Okay, then. Okay, best actress in a drama series. Regina King. Yes! Watchmen. Yes. Now I really gotta watch it. Just because. Oh, even though that was this is entry category. Like I said, I wasn't gonna go do everything, but this one category, I'm gonna make the exception. Okay. Okay. Christine Barcolini. Okay, The Good Fight. Olivia Colman, The Crown. Jodie Comer, Killing Eve. Nicole Kidman, Big Little Lies. Okay, that would have been like really. I could see like if it was first season, yeah. But last season, I didn't watch it. I watched people reviews. A few people watched it, and Regina Key, Watchmen, MJ Rodriguez, Pose, Sarah Snook, Succession, and Zendaya, Euphoria. That's a show I need to get back to reviewing. Okay, when it comes back, Euphoria again. So it was an interesting, good category. So. But Regina King won for Watchmen. Okay, best supporting actor in a drama series is Billy Crudup, The Morning Show. Okay, best supporting actress in a drama series, Jean Smart, Watchmen. Okay, again. Let's see. Oh yeah, they're going by Big Little Lies the second season, because the reason why I'm saying is if you look at the nominations for the best supporting actress in the drama series, y'all, they had Meryl Streep, and Meryl Streep was in the second season. Okay, best comedy series, Fleabag. I'm here, Fleabag. Obama talking about his favorite series. I want to know. I know it's a limited series, but Fleabag been getting these awards. It's getting a lot of attention. I just wondered like, how good is this damn show? Even another channel I've been watching called For Harriet, which the lady who is over that channel is name is Kim. Even though it's for Harriet, I think it's meaning like For Harriet Tubman. But she says For Harriet is her name, but she Kim because she said the series is very good and how the series is very good as well. So who knows? Maybe I might go. Best actor in the comedy series, Bill Hader Berry. Okay, best actress in the comedy series, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Fleabag. Again, like I need to find it and see it. Okay, best supporting actor in a comedy series, Andrew Scott from Fleabag. Dang, this. Hey, Fleabag is getting them awards. Okay. Best Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series, Alex Borstein, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. That sounds like that should be a damn Disney movie or somewhere series. Okay, Best Limited Series, When They See Us, winner. Woo! Now, this is the reason why, y'all, I decided to look at the winners and decide I'm going to add this, as a part of my podcast, or maybe my majority of my podcast for the night might be for that. Because when I see Ava DeVos, I think it was her Instagram, or I know she has like a filming company as well, or some project or something as well, and they showed her getting the award, and I was like, oh my gosh, when we see this award, see they didn't sit here and dub them and whatever. Okay, anyway, best movie made for television, El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie, is a winner. Best actor in a limited series or movie made for television, Gerald Jerome, When They See Us. Yes. Like I said, I was a little bit lit about that. So he played the hell out of it. I didn't even watch the damn series, and I knew he played the hell out of that. He's a very great actor, and but I said bits and pieces, like I said, because of the content and seeing bits and pieces, because I even seen one group of people who reacted and bits and pieces of that particular. I think it was 4 parts to the series, and y'all, like I said, that I can't watch it because it'll make me angry as hell. Even just the little like trailer and pieces, I still can't do it. I don't care. I can't do it. Best actress in a limited series or movie made for television, Michelle Williams, and like I said, it's not the singer from Destiny's Child and stuff like that. The singer that was formerly for Destiny's Child, and some also from The Masked Singer. No. Michelle Williams. She used to be, what was she in? Brokeback Mountain. She was in a lot of stuff. Because she won for Fosse Verdal. I don't know what that is. Okay, but it's limited movie series. Okay. But she won something, I think, from the Golden Globes too. Best Supporting Actor for a Limited Series or movie made for television. Stellan, that's what I'm saying. I need to see if that's the guy who plays like a True Blood and Big Little Lies and stuff. Okay, Sharon Bowler. I'm gonna mess the name up, but it was messed up chemicals, stuff like that. But he won again. Like I said, a lot of these people I noticed that won like Golden Globes or were nominated. They're the same ones that have either been nominated or won. So I think the Oscars have not came yet. But if they did, I'm like, they's probably gonna be the same people that probably either be nominated or win. Best Supporting Actress in a Limited Series or Movie Made for Television, Toni Collette, Unbelievable. Best Animated Series, BoJack Horseman. Best Talk Show, Late Night with Seth Meyers. Okay, let's see here. Best Comedy Special. Okay, this is long. Oh, this is interesting. I didn't know this would count as a comedy special. This is also the last category, y'all. Live in front of a studio audience, Lumineers, All in the Family, and the Jeffersons. Like I said, it was interesting. Okay, well, let's get off that, y'all. I used damn near about half of my time with that, but yeah. Okay, so let's get into what else I was going to talk about. Now, y'all, I didn't talk about this neither, just like I didn't talk about the Lizzo, the weight debate until last night, yesterday's podcast. My thoughts and theories on it. I didn't talk about the Lonnie Love comment. Now, not Lonnie Love, sometimes, she's cool, I think, at first, like, sometimes she's just a very opinionated, likes to speak how she feels type of person. But interesting enough, I'm just going to, like I said, I'm going to give my perspective about how I feel about what she said. And pretty much, I had to listen to the comment, that she said, and basically like, a lot of black men cheat when, they're successful and all this stuff. Her co-host, Adrian was like saying, like, that goes around all cultures and stuff, but she's still like, no, it's mostly, black men and it comes from the sage and stuff like that. Whether you're saying most or all, you realize unless you're able to thoroughly do surveys, do case studies, to follow every black man in the world or even in the city that you live in, have grew up in, and are related in your family. You cannot generalize everybody. Now I can understand maybe that she could, you get your own perspective because, if every guy or that you were with or your mama was with, your auntie was with, blah blah blah, cheated or stuff like that, or your other loved ones and stuff like that, or you just it seems like negatively, like it seemed like all of them cheating. I ain't gonna find a good guy, blah blah blah. But at the same time, though, it's interesting that she would say this damn comment, considering that she now goes with a white man. Okay, so to say like is if it's limit mostly or limit to, and yeah, there still are side effects of where slavery has broken down black families and just so many layers of that. Okay, but like I said, one of the best books I read, and I actually had to read this for honor class that I was taking. Shout out to one of my favorite professors when I went to before was Professor Harville, was a book called Wretched of the Earth by, I think, Phineas Fountain. And basically, even though it is not a book, it basically talks about the breakdown and destruction of mentally and physically destroying and removing and eliminating the unity in a community. Okay? So the thing is, what I'm saying is, for her to say this comment at all, and it is saying that only that in the black community, even though she says she's not the voice for it, but she used her voice in order to speak an opinion and generalize that in a way that black man, but even though it has nothing to do with race, ethnic background, gender, because like I said, some people, like I said, don't even they go by they, and they don't fit into either or of being a man or woman or boy or girl. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, it has nothing to do with that. Men cheat in all, I'm not going to say in all cultures, but don't just sit here and label that black men are the only ones that cheat or are prone to cheat when they're successful. When let's be for real, haven't we heard about stories, whether they alleged or they true, about successful men that are white, white, Asian, so forth, that have been caught up in scandals from cheating on their wives, that are in high power positions, that pay for high class prostitutes, that have been caught in the scandal. Stuff have leaked. So forth. Okay, skeet stains on a blue dress. I'm just saying, y'all. So, for her to say that, it's like, and how does she know a guarantee for sure that her man that she has now, since she wanted, dip in some white chocolate, I guess, decides, or no, let some white chocolate dip into her, my bad, some vanilla. So anyway, it's for her to even say that is ridiculous on account of it has nothing to do with someone's, like I said, with someone's race. And to simply say that, it's, like I said, you can't sit here and put a label for everybody and, whatever group, like, you know what I mean? Just the fact of her saying that, And even though her co-host is like, hey, it it ain't just, it's not just black men, but she's still stuck with, no, it's mostly, but it's like, girl, bye. you know, but a lot of us know to sometimes say some stuff that cause controversy or whatever. This ain't the first, and the way she's going is not the last. But the term like think before you speak, like I said, that's ridiculous because it has nothing to do, like I said, with a person's race, gender, background or ethnic background, or even their beliefs or spiritual beliefs or non-beliefs background. Okay, you know. It has nothing to do with that, and it has nothing also to do also with their social status, this class that they're in. There are people who are poor, men, also for difficulties, who are poor. They stick their penises, in multiple places, even if they're supposed to be in a monogamous relationship, okay, or giving that ideal that it want, ideal, or telling a person that, yeah, I'm with you, babe, and up here sticking their penis in an open hole, okay? So anyways, speaking of glory holes, I seen, if y'all heard the term glory holes, y'all look that up, that I'm going to leave it as that. But it's for the adults, not for the kids, okay? But anyway, y'all, y'all heard of Dream Doll. She's an upcoming rapper, and she used to be on the Now, Ben they got rid of, 3 to 4 years ago, the Bad Girls Club, and I didn't watch it with her season. Like I said, I only watched, partial season. I couldn't even take the rest of that, even though the couple of episodes that I reviewed, I can't. But anyways, y'all, she was at this museum. I didn't know, y'all, but I'm like, I'm curious, should I go to something like that if I'm ever in New York? And it was on, what is it? It's All for Entertainment grand page, right? And she was like, it was a game, but I'm like, wait a minute. It's like, you see these animated, look like black work shoes, 3 sets of black shoes, and you got these 3 holes, right? And it looks like an open, bathroom stall. I'm doing my best to do this. And was sticking out the holes. I'm like, wait a minute. They didn't have it up front, but you could see, she was good about it. So you got these 3 molds of some some plastic fake eggplants that's sticking out the hole. You supposed to be able to use your hands to make them go back in. That's the nicest way of me saying without being graphic. But, and they was like, oh, I can't, a couple people respond, I can't wait to go to the Museum of Sex. And I'm like, huh? So I read some little information about it. It's been open since October the 5th of 2002. So that is one of their games. It's like an erotic carnival or something like that you go into, and they have different exhibits in there. And I'm like, that's pretty interesting. I'm like, I don't know, because there may be some stuff, like I said. Now, let me just tell you this, y'all. And I'll probably say this on YouTube, in the future. I used to, like I said again, I used to work in Priscilla's for about 6 months, and I ended up leaving. And like I said, it's like an Adam and Eve store. Now it's called Cyril's. I don't know if it's, a copyright thing or whatever, trademark name. But I worked there for 6 months. So I seen a lot of stuff. It ain't like, that place didn't have no peep shows, nothing like that, but it still was entertainment, you know what I mean? So, was interesting, the people you meet working there, and who, even though you're just behind the cashier, so how some of the people look at you, okay? And I'll save that story for the day. So anyway, other than that, y'all, and when I was, one time, for a couple months, about a year, I thought about when I wanted to originally go into the field therapy, if I was able to work in that field. A part of me, when I was in my teens, wanted to work as a sex therapist, okay? I was thinking I was going to be like the chocolate Dr. Ruth, okay? And I'm like, no, I been changed my mind about that. So I'm like, that seems interesting, okay? I never heard about that until I seen that thing, but they were saying how she was really good at the game. But heck, that's an interesting game, like an animated version of a glory. I mean, so I can't. I may put the museum, but I had to blank out the E word X, because since it'll be in the description, and when I put this up on YouTube, then I don't want it to be where, even just that it don't get no notifications. Okay, so anyway, the last story I wanted to talk about, again, because it wasn't a lot of stuff that kind of stood out. Um, I wanted to talk real quick about um a Trick Daddy. Now I didn't talk about it yesterday, but Trick Daddy was arrested, I think, Saturday. And y'all, it looked like some of his hair was. I'm not trying to make fun of him, but it was like a part of his hair. I don't know if that the hair that he had in the mugshot was like a toupee that was like a little bit broken off at the top. And the reason, also, like, it's a shot of Jay Nerd, he actually talked about these topics as well. You know, his reading rate. But check that out. Like I said, excellent YouTuber. But he was talking about the Lonnie Love situation in the Trick Daddy one. Like I said, because I was talking about certain thing, and half of my podcast yesterday actually dealt with talking about, like I said, the Lizzo incident. I didn't get a chance to talk about the Trick Daddy thing, like I said yesterday podcast. So, anyways, I wanted to talk about real quick because just to give a thing about it, like he was like, he was on bail for, I think, for DUI and cocaine possession. But they ended up showing like he was at his restaurant taking pictures with fans later on. And here's the thing here, y'all. See, I know I've seen parts of the premiere of Love and Hip Hop Miami. It just premiered last week, and he was diagnosed with lupus 15 years ago. And see, here's the thing here. Now, Trick Daddy has admitted. See, the thing is, he has lupus, but he still wouldn't look the way like his features is. It's like he doesn't properly take the medication he should be taking for lupus. What he does is he self-medicates, and he admits, like, basically he's up here smoking weed with some China White and stuff, that it's China White, some 51s and shit, and up here thinking like this is okay to do, and think like that's not going to affect the body. So that's why I was surprised when they said he was arrested. I was surprised that he was arrested. Um, but at the same time, so I don't know if they have like any updates to go back, whatever. But it's kind of a damn shame that to a certain point, he doesn't take care of himself appropriately. But at the same time, like I said, it wasn't too long ago, just a couple months ago again, that he filed for bankruptcy again. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, because even Jada Burger brought this up. This is the same man a couple years ago who was talking about white hoes and in his own words, like he was saying, like Mexico Latinos, these black hoes better get themselves together, cause these white ones coming up and blah 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 blah. You don't get y'all stuff together, they gonna be taking over. So you could be offended with that comment in two ways, like the fact that he's trying to put other races or like put down black women, which is interesting because he still wants to be married, or have like a link and a lot to his wife, as on the show, and refusing like the process of divorce. It's basically like trying to bench her, like I don't want her to have nobody, even if I don't want her, type of shit. The way it seems to be going, and she's a black woman, or she looks like, or her hue is that she, that's what it looks like. The woman that he's allegedly supposed to be going to, this young woman he's supposed to be going with, Nikki Natural, looks like a black woman. He was trying to go on Modern America last season, or I think the season before. And Omega, who likes to talk like this, is supposed to be Afro-Latina. And she looks like I'm just saying, that's how she talks, like this, you know what I mean? So, what I'm saying is that, that's that self-hating shit. And like I said, another problem you will have with that comment is him like, okay, you're mad, but it's like he's called women the hoes. So are the whole most women, even don't like, or people who may have whole material, you do whole material stuff, I guess, they don't like to be called hoes. But it's rare. But you know what? I have heard a couple songs about people who don't mind being called hoes or even thoughts, or labeled the thoughts. They think stuff's cute. Okay, let me label some examples. The Brat, back of the day, ain't no ho. I forgot what song it was. Missy had no problem. I'm a hoe, something like that. The rap group Diddy made a whole song called "They a Hoe." Even though Ice Cube just made a remix version of it, I think for the Players Club, I think came out. I forgot which I could have sworn I think it was for that soundtrack. He just remixed it, but he was out of the whole course, Ludacris classic, use a ho ho. Most of these bands are hoes too. So if there's some people who don't mind being called that name, maybe it's the power like the word bitch. Just like, okay, y'all, I know I'm rambling, my mouth's go on, Speaking of word, like the power say the word bitch, Missy Elliott made a whole song called "She's a Bitch." I forgot who was it, Mary, whatever. That guitar, I'm a bitch, I'm a love. Who else had the word bitch of power? Y'all, you ever heard of this rapper called Little B? Okay, you wear pearl earrings. It kind of was like, if y'all know about Young Thug, the rapper, and some of his attire, for example. That's what Young B was like in 2010, 2000, whatever. And he was reaching for the group. I forgot what the group name was, but got my Vans on and they look like sneakers. Okay. What was it? The Pack or something? I think I'm getting the names mixed up. But he was from there. And he had a whole song where, I don't know if it was the name of the song, y'all, but he was the one called himself, I'm a pretty bitch, because I'm a pretty... So, I mean, some people are powered up, but they don't mind calling to be, or, whatever, I know, I just went somewhere else. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying is that for Trick Daddy to say this stuff, and it's still jacked up, whatever, and I'm just saying, like, it is what it is. I just wonder, is this going to be a part, or are they still filming Ford and Love Miami, or this is going to be part of the Love Miami show? Only time will tell. Okay? Because he just, like I said, just opened up. It shows that restaurant is still up and open. And because they said that dude's really good as a chef, I thought he was supposed to have a some spice line, whatever. But like I said, he had no problem up here. Again, another person's up here with, with these comments and up there down and putting down, black people when you're black. Okay? That mess. Okay, so. But other than that, y'all, besides the museum sex, but y'all would go something like that. I think Circus Olay, Las Vegas stuff. I still have never went to Las Vegas, y'all, because I was sick every time I was invited. So, but anyway, I know, like Circus Olay, they got all these little acrobats. Like I said, Circus Olay, they even have an adult version of it. That kind of reminds me, I don't know if it's like that, whatever. It's just like I said, even though I worked in that environment when I sold toys and magazines, stuff like that, I was for the adults, and everything. I don't know if I would go there or not, or heck, if I even say go there with somebody going there with me, I ain't going by myself. You may go in there and you get hit in the head with a dildo or something like that. I don't know. Somebody tell me who went there. But anyway, y'all, so let me get out of here. I'm probably going to do another damn podcast tomorrow. Y'all know I'll be popping up. I may not show my face on YouTube for maybe this week, next week, somehow I'll pop up. But anyways, y'all, hugs and love. We going to say it's a blessed and a great week, and God bless. And I will see y'all in the next one, y'all. Okay, take care.